Alright, welcome in guys to another 2004Scape video. Today is my random upload number 11 or 12, one of the two. I heard a rumor, now I don't know if it's 100% true, but I heard a rumor about something about a release date for the Kalphite Queen, supposedly this Christmas. But I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know if it's just, one of those rumors that are just not 100% accurate, I guess, if you will. Either way, I am preparing for the Kalphite Queen as I play on my account, and I felt like super defense potions are definitely going to be a plus. Anyways, in today's video, random upload I mean, we are going to be looking at 75 range at blue dragons, and now I'm going to go to two different spots in the game. There's a blue dragon spawn just underneath the Heroes Guild. I'm sure some of you or a lot of you already know this. That's one spot I definitely want to check out in today's video. And what we're going to do is basically just go over what the trips are like. But the main purpose for today's random upload is actually my road to 80 plus range. Now what I'm going to do for 80 plus range is actually train on blue dragons. And in order for me to get to 80 plus range, I'm going to need to kill 1,841 blue dragons, I think the number was. No, 1,872. Now, if I were to kill the blue dragons in the Heroes Guild throughout the entire time, this would take me 58.5 hours. And before anyone says anything, I know I contradicted myself the other day when I uploaded my progress video. I said to you guys that I don't like safe spotting, I can't do it. But I should have been more specific with that when I said that. I should have said, when it comes to just strictly training my range level, I don't like to safe spot. And I know technically I'm training my range level, but I'm also making GP. So if GP is involved, I will for sure safe spot. But yeah, that's really why I would safe spot a monster, is if there's GP involved, pretty much. With that said though, about the Taverley dungeon spot, if I was to kill blue dragons here, it would take me a lot more time to get to 80 plus range. We're looking at 52 hours, guys, for that spot. I am definitely going to be training in the Taverley dungeon, I think, even though it is a little more riskier, and you guys will see what I mean. Actually, you guys won't, but off recording, I did get hit a 50 because I wasn't really being careful, I guess, if you will, or I misclicked, I think it was actually, and I didn't protect from magic when I went to go loot the dragon bones and the dragon hides. So that's the one thing with the Taverley dungeon spot, is because there's three blue dragon spawns in that dungeon, I do have to be careful. Yesterday, actually we'll talk about this later, but going back to the Heroes Guild now though, this spot is okay. It's actually more relaxing, I found. The respawn timer for the one dragon is 35 seconds. So in that 35 seconds, you could just chill, maybe continue to watch your video or movie, right? And then when the blue dragon spawns in, back at it. Now in total, for me at 75 plus range, it took me almost 22 minutes to complete a trip. I tested it one more time just to be sure if it's actually about 22 minutes, and it turns out that yeah, a second trip or even third trip or so forth will also be about that time, 22 minutes at 75 range anyways. Like I said, I got hit a 50 with the dragon breath, and for anyone who is wondering, why don't you just bring an anti-dragon shield when you go loot? Well, I'm actually going to do that because I'm not going to risk losing my ranger boots. I don't think I would protect my ranger boots if I were to die at blue dragons. I think my black d'hide would get protected over my ranger boots. I really don't want that happening, and there's a lot of protecting from magic involved too, which I don't like, because then you have to worry about your prayer points too now in every trip. So definitely going to continue with the anti-dragon shield after today's random upload. I'm actually close to 200 kills already in the game. Yesterday I managed to play for 7 hours, which was like the most I've ever played in a while. I guess you could say I'm very motivated too to get this done. I reckon 1,872 kills is going to take me roughly 10 days. If I was to kill, let's say, 180 blue dragons a day, which is about 5 hours of gameplay per day. I'm not going to get too technical, but I would reckon it would take me about 10 days to get to 80 plus range. And what I'm going to also do is probably sell all my dragon bones as well. I'm not going to use them towards my prayer because I'm happy with it. I'm happy where my prayer level's at, and I much rather just wait for the ecto fungus. I just feel like right now burying dragon bones is just not worth it, at least for me personally. I much rather just wait, even if it means waiting a whole year, right, to start training my prayer level up again. So this is why I wanted to make today's video, just go over both of these spots. As you guys saw, it took me about 22 minutes to complete a trip in the Heroes Guild, and in the Taverley dungeon spot, it took me about 19 minutes. I noticed though, and I said this in the game too, that killing blue dragons is actually fairly quick. I feel that even without the ranger boots, it would still take me probably the same time, I would imagine. But yeah, I'm going to be on a blue dragon grind for the next 2 weeks, I would say. I know I said 10 days, but I'm going to give myself 2 weeks, so 14 days to complete this grind. Anyways, you guys take care. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you all in my next video. Alright, bye.